Hi guys, welcome to Talk to Me Tuesday. It's Tuesday, January 1st, 2013. I started Talk to Me Tuesday in 2009, so to make it to 2013 is pretty exciting. I hope you all had a very happy holiday season and a very safe and awesome new year. We made it to January 1st, which is just brilliant and exciting. Couple of changes coming up this year. I will probably be recording my videos on Sunday and posting them on Tuesdays. I have a schedule change happening in my life, which means I will no longer be off on Tuesdays, but it's a good thing because it means I'll get to be home more with my family in the evenings and the weekend. So I will just shuffle things around and we will figure it out. I did not post last week because it was Christmas and I was with my family and we were just having a lovely holiday together. So I have some post-holiday things to share with you, really fun things that I got as gifts. The very first one I want to share is this beautiful hand-knitted scarf made by my daughter. It's a lovely scarf, infinity scarf, so basically you wrap it around your head once and then flip it and wrap it again, and it's wonderful. I've been wearing it almost every day since Christmas because it's been cold, and it kind of goes with everything. Maybe not so much my Olympic t-shirt, but it goes with my sweaters and my jackets. And the fact that she hand knitted it for me for Christmas was super special. She also gave me a stack of white fabric. You guys might remember that I commented, I don't know, a few weeks ago when I was working on the topsy-turvy trees that I used up most of my white stash. She replenished it for me for Christmas, which was super awesome and just a really thoughtful gift. She's 17 and she does pay attention. So if you guys ever think your kids aren't paying attention, they really do pay attention. So just keep that in mind when you're complaining or thinking about whatever. Just positive thoughts, because our kids really do absorb a lot of what is going on in our lives, whether we realize it or not. Another little awesome gift I want to share with you guys was this infinity necklace that my husband gave me. You guys might remember I used to wear a silver ring on this finger that had an infinity symbol on it. I made it in college. My husband has a matching one and I lost it in September. I've looked everywhere for it. I've had my family looking for it. I've had my friends looking for it, and it's never turned up. So this is a symbolic replacement of the infinity ring that I lost in September. And hopefully it'll turn up again, but in the meantime, this is a beautiful and very thoughtful gift from my hubby. I don't have my son's gifts to show you, but he did give me two fuzzy pairs of pajama pants, and I love them both. And they are, of course, fandom related. So I have a pair of Batman and a pair of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle fuzzy pajama pants that I will now be wearing when it's cold outside, which it is right now. I also wanted to share some fun things we got in the mail. This card came from Woozle Mom, and it says, "Who will be the next Hogwarts Secret Santa?" And when you pull this out, you get a good glimpse of who will be Secret Santa. And then it has Professor Trelawney on the back, which I thought was awesome. So this was one of a couple of handmade cards I got. This one I love. I loved all the handmade cards. So thank you guys, everyone that sent me a handmade card for the holidays. I love them all. Woozle Mom is also super duper sweet and sent something for each of my kids. She also sent this for Gareth. This is John Cleese with the Ministry of Silly Walks from Monty Python. And this is actually a skit Gareth did in 7th grade, I think, for his theater group, and he was the minister of Silly Walks, so he did the whole skit, and it was fantastic and amazing, and he's loved Monty Python forever, so really thoughtful gift. She also sent this beautiful glittered Eiffel Tower for Elena, who, as you guys know, went to France last summer and did indeed get to see the Eiffel Tower and spend a good deal of time in Paris. So this was a really thoughtful gift for her post travel season. This teeny tiny guy came from our very own Snowy 44. She sent this to me. I got it a few days ago, and I love him. He's so small. You can see just by the palm of my hand how tiny he is. So he will actually be going with my other Christmas ornaments because he's red and green and looks great with all of my handmade stuff on our tree. Now it's time for a quick 2012 recap. The big thing that happened in 12 for 2012 was, of course, There and Back Again. We wrapped that up in October, and I showed you guys my quilt top, which is in my pile for 2013, and I'll get to that in a minute. Also for 2012, we did 12 for 2012, which were 12 projects 12 unfinished projects in 12 months that we were going to finish. I actually finished 9, and I have number 10 is on the wall behind me, which was, this is actually 2 swaps, one from 2007 and one from 2008. One was magically themed, one was Harry Potter themed, so I ended up mixing all those blocks together, and I have enough for another quilt that's in another bag. But this one will, the layout will be more or less what you see, and I've been auditioning red fabrics because I want to do red sashing, and I'm going to do the sort of wonky blocks to make it a little bit bigger. I think at this size it should be about 45 inches wide, and then I want to do another border because I want it to be a good size quilt. And this one will probably be for my family, and it'll be a quilt we use. My other Harry Potter quilts are quilts that I display, so we don't actually use them, so I thought this would be fun because these are blocks made by people that I know and have known in fandom for a really long time. So this will be like a treat for us to have a quilt that's fandom based that we actually use. The other two 12 for 2012s that I did not finish, one was my churn dash quilt that needs a border and it needs to be quilted, and then my antique quilt top that just needs to be quilted and bound. For 2013, my goal is to actually take all of my quilt tops that are finished, which I have a lot of because of 12 for 2012, and I want to get all those done by the end of the year. So I have very high hopes for that. I don't have a lot of projects I want to work on this year specifically. I'm going to just kind of roll with it and see what comes up. There is a very, very exciting announcement for Fandom in Stitches. There's going to be a Lord of the Rings block of the month. And block of the month is a little bit of a misnomer because it's going to be several blocks a month. They will just all be posted at the same time. So say it's going to be the first Friday of every month. And on that Friday, Lilia, who is hosting the Lord of the Rings block of the month, will post the patterns for that month. I am going to try to work on those and hopefully get all of those done by the end of the year. I don't know how much I'll get done because I am still working. But I want to have sewing time, and I'm working on finding balance. Balance is my theme, my personal theme for 2013. I want to find balance between my work life, my home life, and my crafty life. So that's what I'm trying to find, is some balance, and I want to get a little more sewing time in because I've lost a lot of that since I've gone back to work. So I'm going to work on that. We're going to make it happen. 2 other things that happened in 2012 that were very exciting. I had not 1 but 2 designs published in Quiltmaker's 100 Blocks. I had one in the spring issue, one in the fall issue. And so that was really exciting. I hope to have more announcements like that in the future. I don't have any right now, but I have things that in the works that I'm working on that hopefully will be published this year. And as that happens, I will definitely let you guys know about that. I'm still designing because if I didn't design, my head would explode. So hopefully this year I'll have more of that to share with you guys. I rescued this little Andy last year, and I tried to sell him on Etsy as a little guy that needs some love and some repair attention, but he didn't sell, so I've decided to take it upon myself to make him better. So what I want to do is he's worn, his face is worn off right here, so I want to patch his face. He has a couple holes in his feet, so I want to patch his feet, and I would like to make him a new hat to cover his poor little bald sailor head there. So this is just something I'm going to do for fun. For me, I don't know if it'll be done anytime soon. I will get to him as soon as I can. I haven't matched his fabric on his skin yet, so as soon as I do that, I'll start patching him up. But for now, it's just something I kind of want to do for this year. Another thing I'm working on is the embroidery on the signature block quilt from the Project of Doom. It is almost done. I'm doing it all by hand. It's not that much. I just haven't worked on it. I actually got it out yesterday for the first time in probably 3 or 4 months and did a couple of letters, and as soon as I finish that, I'm going to pair it with some backing fabric, and I'm going to have that one actually custom quilted because I want some echo quilting around all the names on the quilt. Some, you know, well, maybe not echo quilting, but I want some special quilting on it, and it's not something that I feel like I'm going to be able to do anytime soon. And since I want to have all my quilts quilted by the end of this year, that's one of the ones that is going to get some special attention because it's a very special quilt. I came in here feeling like I didn't have that much to talk about, but apparently I did, so I've been just chattering away for a while now, and I am going to wrap this up. You guys, 2013 is going to be a great year. I want you to find balance in your life if you don't have it already. Something I certainly want to work on in mine. think about finishing projects that have been languishing away. If you have projects that have been just in the back of the closet, at the bottom of the drawer, at the back of the shelf, whatever, think about pulling those out and getting them done. It's never too late. This project started in 2007, and I'm going to make sure it gets done this year. It was on my list for last year, but it's on the design wall now, and it's not coming down until it's done. So I hope you guys have a great year. I hope you find some craft time in your life. I hope you find some creative time in your life. And most of all, I hope you have some balance. That's going to be it for me. I will see you guys next week for another Talk to Me Tuesday. Bye.